Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Walker Venrick with Sharp Sports Network, bringing you my top 3 plays for this January 22nd 12-game NBA slate. This is going to be an awesome slate. Obviously, it's a massive one, so these 3 plays are going to be good for you in all formats except for one of them. I am limiting the last play that I mentioned just to tournaments, just a little side note there. But the first 2, I'm fine with in cash games and tournaments, so let's jump right into this one, though. And I do want to apologize. Obviously, yesterday was kind of an off day. We only had one NBA game, so I didn't really have a slate to post content for. It was nice to get a day off, a nice little refresher, and I'm definitely excited to get back to it today. So let's jump right into this one, though. If you have not already, please do leave a like on this video. We greatly appreciate your support, as always. And if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns for us, please leave them in the comment section below. We're happy to give y'all advice when we can. Now, starting this video off here on DraftKings, the first player I want to talk to you guys about, let me get him pulled up. It's going to be Lou Williams for this Clippers team here. This is a really, really interesting spot for Lou Williams, and it's not entirely injury contingent. It is to an extent, but we have Pat Bev, Kawhi, and Paul George all currently listed as questionable. No ruled out confirmations yet. Those are definitely a massive impact on Lou Williams. I am really looking for at least 2 of those 3 to be ruled out, preferably the big 2 in Paul George and Kawhi. I expect Kawhi to rest on the back-to-back. I expect Paul George to not make his return tonight. And Pat Bev hurt his groin last night, so I don't think he'll make his return either. Lou Williams has a 28% usage rate on the year. Now, when we take those 3 players off the court, that bumps up to 35%, and he gets an additional 0.3 fantasy point per minute boost. So that's actually going to put him at 1.38 fantasy points per minute with these guys off the court. It is definitely a really, really strong spot here for Lou Williams, also playing against a Hawks team who is 6th in pace and have been pretty much allowing anything that opposing guards can get all season long. So if the injuries do fall into place, definitely don't leave Lou Will out of your player pool tonight by any means. It is a bigger slate. I don't think he's going to go drastically underowned with all these injuries likely to favor him. So I don't think he's going to be a super high leverage play, but I do expect him to be relatively low owned. On a large slate like this, it's going to be kind of an edge play wherever you sort of land or fall without any sort of an uber chalk play. So I think he should be a strong leverage play, but also a really strong play just in all formats, like I said. So I'm not necessarily just looking for leverage with him. I'm very, very confident with Lou Williams, even at 7.3K with all 3 of these guys out. If only 2 of them miss, as long as it's the 2 stars, I'm okay with Pat Bev making his return from his injury or early exit last night. But as long as the 2 stars are out in Kawhi and Paul George, I'm definitely lock and loading Lou Williams. And if all 3 are out, then I'm just going to be even more confident than I already was. But now jumping over to the second play I have for you guys over here on FanDuel, I have Trey Young ready to go with a 37% usage rate. He is 10.2K over here on FanDuel, 9.5K over on DraftKings. I'm absolutely fine with both of these price tags. He should see at least 36 minutes tonight against the Clippers team that just got torched by Luka Doncic last night. I don't really think we can necessarily compare the 2. I don't really think that's the goal here. I'm not trying to compare Trey Young and Luka Doncic to too much here. But the Clippers are the 8th fastest team in the league. This is a really, really fast-paced game all around. Obviously, not a pace-up spot for the 6th fastest team in the league, but a fast-paced game nonetheless. And I think if you watched the game last night, it was very notable to me how much of a cushion they were giving the guys on the perimeter. Tim Hardaway pulled up from 3-point land plenty of times. Dorian Finney-Smith, I think, sank a couple, and then Luka Doncic sank a few as well. But they all had really, really strong cushions. Trey Young coming off of a day's rest after having a really, really monster game against Toronto makes a ton of sense. He should just have a lot of success on the perimeter tonight. If he's shooting effectively, he should be able to potentially tap that ceiling just like he did against Toronto 2 days ago. This actually is the second highest implied total on the slate at 233 in this game right now. And the Clippers are only 4-point favorites, so this game should be competitive. I'm not really concerned with a blowout, even if for any reason it did blow out. Trey Young has been getting plenty of blowout run as is, so I'm definitely looking at this as a foolproof play throughout the day. It's not really contingent on any injuries at all, and I absolutely love Trey Young here at 10.2K on FanDuel and 9.5K on DraftKings. But jumping back over here to DK, this is the last play. I gave a little side note in the intro. This is a strict GPP play at this point. I hate to say it, though, because he is only 6.9K. Pascal Siakam has just not been what he was since he made his return. He was out about a month. but he was mid to upper 8K before he did get injured. And since he's made his return, granted he made that return in a limited fashion with that 30-minute cap for the most part, and he's been playing under 30 even less minutes as of late, which is very interesting. But that's why I'm limiting this to GPPs. It's tough to say that when he's 6.9K, but he has a 28% usage rate on the year and should see at least 30 minutes tonight, I would think, in what should be a competitive matchup here against the Sixers team. Pascal Siakam, I'm just waiting for him to erupt again, and I want to be on that train when he does erupt. I don't want to be the guy that's playing him the night after he has a ceiling game. So I'm really, really liking Pascal Siakam tonight over here on DraftKings at 6.9K. I think he's a really, really strong GPP play. You should get a ton of leverage with him on this massive slate, and after he's been just essentially just underperforming as of late, I expect a lot of people to be off of him. But it's a really, really interesting spot here. Like I said, it's a competitive game. It's not a fast-paced game by any means, but he's averaging 1.23 fantasy points per minute and gives us a solid ceiling with a decent floor. So in terms of like GPPs, it makes a ton of sense for me because I don't think he can really kill your lineup, but he could definitely really, really make your lineup. So I love Pascal Siakam tonight for some of my GPP exposure in my lineups. But that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for coming out and watching this video today. Sorry for the off day yesterday. Obviously, there was not much I could do about it. We only had the one NBA game, but I will be live streaming on Twitch. The link is in the description below. I'll be live streaming around 4:30 Eastern today. Make sure you come out to the live stream. It's been a ton of fun over there on Twitch. And again, the link's in the description below, so make sure you check that out. I am also including a new link. So if you made it this far in the video, you are about to get some intel. There at the very top of the description, I am going to be linking monkeyknifefight.com. This is a really, really cool website. I'm going to be incorporating it into my videos probably starting tomorrow. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do it today, so I am going to start it tomorrow. But there's a link in the top of the description. Make sure you go sign up over there. They do player prop bets. It's really, really cool. But if you use our sign up code SSN, everything will be in the description below. They will give you a 100% match on your first deposit up to $50. So make sure you go check that out. Again, that link will be in the very top of the description, and make sure you come out to the live stream later if you do want to get some questions answered. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the live stream later or in my video tomorrow. Good luck on this slate tonight.